Hello students, how are you? Welcome to the class. I think you people are eagerly preparing for the CET examinations. In this crash course classes, we are going to discussing about the some important points and some important points in each and every chapters, and also the MCQs regarding these chapters. So today I am going for 15th group elements. Now we are going to discussing about the 15th group elements. In this class, we will discuss some of the main points in 15th group elements. 15th group elements. So, what are these 15th group elements? Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. These are the 15th group elements. General electronic configuration of these 15th group elements is NS2 NP2. General electronic configuration is NS2 NP2. Among these 15th group elements, nitrogen is a gas. Remaining all elements phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. These are solids. Nitrogen is diatomic due to small atomic size and pi bondings. So we will write down this thing like this. Due to small atomic size, pi bonds are formed. Pi bonding is possible. In the case of remaining elements, this pi bonding is not possible because they large atomic size. Remaining elements, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, these are tetraatomic. Means four atoms combines to give a molecule. Tetraatomic means four atoms combines to give a molecule. If two atoms forming the molecule, then it is called diatomic. If four atoms combines to give a molecule, then it is called tetraatomic. Bismuth is metal and it is monoatomic. Bismuth, metal and it is monoatomic. Now look at the other points. Nitrogen, phosphorus, bad conductors. Arsenic, antimony, poor conductors. Bismuth is good conductor. Now look at the other topic now. Nitrogen in elementary state, as a gas, nitrogen does not have any kind of allotropic forms. As a gas, nitrogen does not have any allotropic form. but nitrogen solid have two allotropic forms. Nitrogen solid have two allotropic forms, alpha nitrogen, alpha black, beta black. Alpha black is cubic crystalline form, beta black is hexagonal crystalline form. Phosphorus have number of allotropic forms. White phosphorus, or simply called as yellow phosphorus, red phosphorus, alpha black, beta black. All these things are the allotropic forms of phosphorus. Arsenic antimony also shows the allotropic forms. Some have the metallic nature and some have the non-metallic nature. So these are the main points. If you need the complete thing, go for we already done some of the videos. Look at those videos and study your material before going to MCQs, before solving the objective questions. First, you have to go through the chapter. After reading the chapters, then solve the MCQs. Then it is become easy. Without reading the chapters, if you solve the MCQs, it becomes difficult to you. You can't solve all the questions. So the better thing is first go through the chapters and write down the important points like this and try to solve the MCQs. Next, look at the oxidation states. Okay. Next one is oxidation states. Oxidation states. These 15th group elements exhibit -3, +3, +5 oxidation states. General oxidation states -3, +3, +5. Along with these oxidation states, 15th group elements exhibit, among 15th group elements, nitrogen exhibit number of oxidation states. In different compounds, nitrogen exhibit number of oxidation states. For example, in ammonia, nitrogen oxidation state is -3. We calculate the oxidation state of ammonia. This is X. Each hydrogen have oxidation state +1. So 3 hydrogens are there, +3 is equal to 0. So X is equal to -3. So in NH3, nitrogen oxidation state is -3. N2, its oxidation state is 0. N2O +1, NO +2, N2O3 +3, NO2 +4, N2O5 +5, N3H -1/3. So all these are the oxidation states exhibited by nitrogen in different compounds. Along with these oxidation states, these are the common oxidation states. These oxidation states are exhibited by all the elements. With these oxidation states, nitrogen exhibit these oxidation states also. So this is about oxidation states. The lower oxidation states in of nitrogen undergoes disproportionation reaction, and this one is observed in nitrous acid. So look at the oxidation state of nitrogen here. Here the nitrogen oxidation state is +3. So what is the oxidation state of nitrogen? HNO3 +5. Here what is the oxidation state? +2. So this is increasing in oxidation state. So this part become oxidation. This is the decreasing in oxidation state. This one we call the sorry. This one is oxidation, and this process is reduction. So same element undergoes both oxidation and reduction. Hence, this is an example for disproportionation reaction. So nitrous acid HNO2 undergoes disproportionation reaction. So these are the some of the properties of nitrogen. Now we look at some other properties. We will look at the hydrides. Hydrides of this 15th group elements. 15th group elements hydrides general formula is MH3. 15th group elements hydrides general formula is MH3. N stands for group element. M equal to nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, and this one. If N is substituted, this one become NH3. With phosphorus PH3, with arsenic ASH3, with antimony NPH3, and this one is BH3. Ammonia is a gas. It has pungent odor. Highly soluble in water. All these are the poisonous gases. Poisonous gases. How these gases are manufactured? These gases are manufactured by treating the metal nitrides, metal phosphides, metal arsenides with water or with the acids. Metal nitrides, metal phosphides, metal arsenides on reaction with water and with acids hydrides are formed. So take a metal nitride. Should I take magnesium nitride? Okay, I am taking calcium nitride, magnesium, whatever metal nitride you take that one, metal nitride. On reaction with water, it releases ammonia. If you take metal phosphides, this one on reaction with you can treat these metal nitrates or metal phosphide either with acid or with the water. Then I will get pH. If you need arsenate, then take Ca3AH2. Then treat it either with H2O or with the HCl. Then you get the metal arsine. Arsine means ASH3. Okay, we will look at the names of these things. NH3 is ammonia. PH3 is phosphine, not phosphine. Phosphine, arsine, stevine, bismuthine. So just add ion, arsine, stevine, bismuthine, phosphine. So these are the names of these hydrides. Now we have to look at the properties. While we are moving from ammonia to bismuthine, from top to bottom, thermal stability. Thermal stability decreases. Thermal stability decreases. Bond length increases. Thermal stability decreases. Bond length increases. Reducing nature. Reducing nature increases. Basic nature decreases. Boiling points. So we have to look at the boiling points. So what is this boiling point? In the general order is as molecular size increases, van der Waals forces of attraction increases. When van der Waals forces of attraction increases, boiling points also increases. So among these hydrides, which one have small size? Ammonia have the small size. So our expectation is boiling point of ammonia is less than other hydrides. Boiling point of ammonia is lesser than other hydrides. But we can see some differences in the boiling points. So the real order of boiling point is pH3 less than, AH3 less than, NH3 less than, SpH3 less than, DH3. This is the real order of boiling points. The last one is AH. So this is the boiling point. So why this change is observed? Actually the boiling point of ammonia is lesser than, the order must be like this, NH3 less than, pH3 less than, ASH3 like that. But due to the presence of intermolecular hydrogen bonding, ammonia boiling point is more than the pH and ASH. It contains intermolecular hydrogen bonding. It contains the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Due to that intermolecular hydrogen bonding, so NH3 boiling point is more than the other molecules. Next, bond angles. Bond angles. As the central atom size increases, bond angles decreases. As the central atom size increases, bond angles decreases. In ammonia, sp3 hybridization is expected. sp3 hybridization is present. And the bond angle is 107 degrees. And it contains one lone pair, three bond pairs. It contains one lone pair and three bond pairs. Remaining elements, the remaining hydrates, boiling points are less than when compared with this ammonia. Remaining elements does not involve in hybridization, does not involve in hybridization, and their bond angles are near to 90 degrees. Their bond angles are near to 90 degrees. So this is about hydrates, and again we have to look at about this basic nature. So what is meant by a Lewis base? What is meant by a Lewis base? Lewis bases are the things which donates a pair of electrons. The molecules which donates a pair of electrons are known as the Lewis bases. All these hydrates contains a lone pair of electrons. When these lone pair of electrons are donates, when these lone pairs of electrons are donates, they behave as a Lewis bases. As atomic size in case of ammonia, repulsive forces are present, hence ammonia easily donates the lone pair. So ammonia is among these hydrates, ammonia behaves as a strong Lewis base. While you are moving from top to bottom, this basic nature decreases. Basic nature of these hydrates can be increased by the substitution of electron donating groups. Suppose take PH3. It has some basic nature. Instead of this hydrogen, if I substituted electron donating groups like methyl groups, basic nature of these things will further enhance. So which one have more basic nature? This one have more basic nature. Basic nature of PH3 is less than PCH3 primes. So as the number of electron donating groups attached to the central atom phosphorus increases, basic nature also increases. So this is about basic nature. Now look at the oxides. Look at the oxides. This 15th group elements forms two types of oxides, trioxides and pentoxides. Two types of oxides, trioxides and pentoxides. Trioxide general formula is N2O3. Pentoxide general formula is N2O5. Examples for this trioxides: N2O3, P4O6, AS4O6, Sp4O6. So you are saying that its general formula is N2O3, but you are right. Then you can ask me like that. You are saying that N2O3 is the general formula. So you are expecting the formula of this phosphorus trioxide is P2O3. But what I have written P4O6. Why like that I have written? Because except nitrogen trioxide, remaining elements trioxides are dimers. They are not available as P2O3. They are available as dimers, means two molecules of P2O3 combines to exist as a single molecule, means P4O6. Two molecules of P2O3 combines and exist as a single molecule, and that one is P4O6. So phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, trioxides exist as dimers. Now look at about these things. General formula of these pentoxides are M2O5. Examples: N2O5, P4O10, AS4O10, Sp4. N2O5 is monomer, but phosphorus pentoxide, these are the dimers, means two molecules of P2O5 combines to exist as P4O10. This one does not exist as P2O5, it is existed as P4O10. Arsenic pentoxide also existed as like this AS4O10. Actually you have to write AS2O5, but this one not appears as AS2O5, it appears as AS4O10. Next, antimony pentoxide is Sp4O10. These are the pentoxides. Oxides have acidic nature. All these oxides have acidic nature. These acidic nature decreases from top to bottom. Acidic nature decreases from top to bottom. Among trioxides and pentoxides, pentoxides are more acidic than trioxides. Pentoxides are more acidic than pentoxides. Specifically when we look at these things, N2O3 and P4O6, these two are acidic. AS4O6 and Sp4O6, these two are aphrodite. Vi2O3, and this one is basic. When trioxides and pentoxides are combined, then pentoxides are more acidic than trioxides. M2O5 acidic nature is greater than M2O3. So this is about the oxides. Along with these oxides, nitrogen forms number of other oxides. Along with these oxides, trioxides and pentoxides, nitrogen forms other type of oxides also. We will look at those oxides. Now other oxides of nitrogen. Oxide, oxidation state, preparation method, properties. N2O, its name is nitrous oxide. Its oxidation state +1. This nitrous oxide is prepared by heating ammonium nitrate. When this ammonium nitrate is strongly heated, you will get N2O and H2O. Another preparation method. When zinc is heated with dilute nitric acid, when zinc is treated with dilute nitric acid, then also you will get nitrous oxide, N2O, along with zinc nitrate and carbon. Properties. It is a colorless gas. It is a colorless gas, neutral or paramagnetic. Neutral gas. It is also known as laughing gas. It is also known as laughing gas. Next, look at the another gas, yellow. Its oxidation state is +2. When copper treated with HNO3, then NO is formed. It is also a colorless gas, neutral oxide, paramagnetic. Colorless gas, neutral gas, paramagnetic. Another oxide is NO2. Oxidation state of nitrogen is +4. When zinc reacted with concentrated nitric acid, or copper reacted with concentrated nitric acid, you will get NO2. It is a colored gas, reddish brown color gas. Reddish brown color gas. It has a diametric form, and that one is N2O4. When NO2 is placed, it converts to diametric form. It is colorless, diamagnetic. But in monoameric form, it is reddish brown color and it is paramagnetic. And this one is a acidic oxide. This one is acidic oxide. Another preparation method, you know this one. So when copper react with the concentrated nitric acid, Then also you will get the N2. Next, nitrogen sesquick oxide N2O3 or dinitrogen trioxide. Oxidation state of nitrogen in this compound is +3. This one is an when nitric oxide and nitrogen dioxide is cooled to 20 degrees centigrade, then you will get the N2O3. Properties: acidic oxide, it is an anhydride of nitrous acid. Take 2 molecules of HNO2 and remove water from this one. Which thing remains there? N2O3. Remove water molecules from H2O means remove 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. The remaining part is N2O3. So this one is a diamine. This is dinitrogen trioxide, nitrogen sesquick oxide. The next oxide of nitrogen is dinitrogen pentoxide, N2O5. Oxidation state of nitrogen is +5. Preparation method. When nitric acid undergoes dehydration in presence of phosphorus pentoxide, when nitric acid undergoes dehydration in presence of phosphorus pentoxide, we will get N2O5. Properties. This one also is a colorless gas, acidic gas, diamide. Colorless gas, acidic gas and diamide. So this is about the oxides of nitrogen. We will look at some of the MCQs. After that time we will go for the other topics. So the question is, which of the following statements are not correct about the hydrides of 15th group elements? That is our questions. So they are asking which one is the wrong statement, which one is the not correct statement. The first statement is the hydrides of 15th group elements are ionic and have planar triangular shape. So look at the hydrides. What are the hydrides of 15th group elements? NH3, PH3, ASH3, SPH3, BiH3. These are the hydrides of 15th group elements. Actually these hydrides are covalent in nature, but in the statement what they are saying? They are ionic in nature. So what is the actual nature of these hydrides? They are covalent in nature. So the first statement is wrong statement. Okay, we will look at the other statements also. The second statement is the thermal stability of hydrates decreases down the road. We already learnt about the hydrates thermal stability. As molecular size increases, as the size of the molecule increases, distance between atoms increases. When distance between atoms increases, stability decreases. Next, basic character of hydrates decreases. We discussed about the thing also. Basic character decreases from NH3 to BiH3. Reducing nature of hydrates increases. Okay, from NH3 to BiH3, reducing nature increases. So look at the videos before this one. I discussed all those things. So the hydrates are somewhat important topics from which questions can be framed in this 15th group elements. So concentrate on hydrates. So which statement is wrong? First statement is the wrong statement. Now look at the arrange the 15th group hydrates in the decreasing order of basic strength. So what happens to the hydrates basic nature? Basic nature decreases from top to bottom. Basic nature decreases from top to bottom. What are the hydrates of 15th group elements? NH3, PH3, ASH3, SPH3, DIH3 are the hydrates of 15th group elements. So what happens to the basic nature? Basic nature decreases. What kind of bases these are? These are the Lewis bases. Lewis bases means the thing which donate a pair of electrons. The thing which donates a pair of electrons are Lewis bases. Ammonia can donate an electron pair more easily. Hence, ammonia is a ammonia shows strong Lewis basic character among these hydrogens. So this is the order of basic nature. Next. The elements of 15th group form compounds in +5 oxidation state. However, bismuth forms only one when characterized compound in +5 oxidation state. And what is that? And that compound is BiF5. The compound is BiF5. For that you have to look at the inert pair effect. To know about this one, you have to look at inert pair effect. Next. Acidic nitrogen hydride. This is very important. Generally, all these hydrides are basic in nature. You written the basic nature order, but one of the nitrogen hydride have acidic nature. One of the nitrogen hydride have acidic nature, and that hydride is NH3H. This is called hydrozoic acid. This is called hydrozoic acid. So this one have acidic nature. This is an acidic hydride. Okay. So okay students, this is enough for this class. We will look at some other theory part and MCQs tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Prepare for the CET exam and we will get the CET easily.